next topic. Let's shit on Sony. I mean, let's talk about Sony and their censoring once again.
Should have bought an Xbox. That's gonna be my new motto. Should have bought an Xbox.
Yeah. So Sony censors Martha is Dead. Now I could care less about this game, honestly. I mean, I've looked into it. It's not my type of thing.
It's got a pretty gory scene in there when they carve off the face. I've seen the scene that they're freaking out over, but it's also a horror game.
But yeah, apparently Sony has made a request to the studio that they modify the experience on the PS5 and PS4 versions of Martha is Dead. Some elements of the game are no longer playable.
Oh no, are you too sensitive, little Sony owners? They don't want you to cry. You might get scared. I'm going to tell you what happens. They cut off a dead body's face.
They said, while Martha is Dead will still launch digitally on February 24th for the PS4 and the PS5, the physical version of the game will have to be delayed to a yet to be disclosed date. Now, that actually it does is a little curious to me because you would think they would just be able to push a patch. Like, are they actually having to remove it from the disc?
It says right there that some parts of the game are no longer playable.
Yeah.
That's a pretty heavy change. I know one scene that's really important to the story. That's one of the ones they want censored or taken out. And I'm going like,
well, they said so. They did mention in another article, I think, or here they said, although it does seem that they will remain in cutscene form instead on some of it. So
some of it probably, but I like the fact that Sony is literally fucking.
Well, probably. I mean, if it's forcing it to a cutscene from a playable, it means it's probably forcing a choice.
Absolutely. You get to go through. Well, one of them you get to go through the act of cutting off a face.
Okay, so that's
one
just going to be a
shocked the most
people.
I know. I don't know about any others because that was only a demo, so I didn't even see the other parts because it was a demo. But like, I think this the cutting off the face. They probably don't want that to be manual, or they're going to take it out altogether. It's hard to say with PlayStation. My whole thing is I just like the fact that PlayStation is now causing their players to get less than us. They're personally taking things away from you. So there you go. Because this is what Sony does. It takes away.
Yeah, and they did specifically say the Xbox and the PC versions will not be affected by any of these changes.
We're adults.
So
like, look, we're adults, man. Like they're like Xbox looking at you going like, yo, man, you're going to have to cut off a face. I'm cool with that. All right, here you go. PlayStation's like, no. We've decided for you that you can't handle this.
I mean, I can understand if they said, hey, yeah, let's not force them to do it. Like, if they don't want to do it, allow them to skip to a cutscene or something like that, you know. But still leave the option for those who want to play the game in the full.
Sony?
I know options are hard to believe, but you know,
for Sony, yes.
I mean, I'm pro options.
Yes, that's why you have an Xbox. That's why Bloodaxe has an Xbox.
Yeah, I mean, look at it. I mean, Grounded has a arachnophobia mode, and then Gears of War has no blood and gore mode. You can add features that let people choose what the experience they want to have, or if a parent is really involved with what your kids play, you can look at the options and set them for the kid that's playing. But censoring, it opens up a Pandora's box. It's a very slippery slope, and it's something that I think that we as consumers should be concerned with. Absolutely.
I mean, let's be honest. You know me. It doesn't take a lot of reason for me to pick on Sony, but being real, let's drop the thing here and be real, because you know we try to have fun. This is disappointing because I don't want you making decisions for me for a product, and worse, I hate being what I consider to be a second-class citizen, and you are if you're not getting what other people are getting. This is a loss of value. Maybe I don't want to see the face peeling off, but I want it in my game when I buy it, and then I make my mind up because I don't want to buy less games.
Yeah, that's what I say. Maybe you should just put a choice in there, you know, if anything.
And since they last censorship thing, the fact they're doing this again while they're getting curb stopped by Xbox, doesn't this seem like a bad business move to just further make them not look like the place to go. Because I imagine that PlayStation players are just as hardcore. I mean, I'm teasing when I say they're soft. Because it's not them. It's PlayStation saying you're a bunch of wussies. I think you guys can take anything we can. I'm not actually that much of a dick. It's like, it's kind of sad that they're going, no, that's too much for our players.
Nobody buys a Sony for this because this is on all consoles anyway, or, on multiple platforms. The thing is because there are certain games behind the Sony wall, like the God of War series and the Spider-Man series, which honestly I really enjoyed having a PS4 for those series. I'd hate missing out on them. But then they do stuff like this, which devalues.
It makes you glad you have more than one console.
It devalues buying games on Sony.
And that's the thing I'm trying to say is, like, some people can't afford to have. Like, we're middle-aged dudes. We can afford to buy a couple of consoles. But if you're a kid, your parents are probably going to buy you one $500-$600 console, and that's it. And now you're stuck in this decision of, well, if I want these exclusive games, I'm going to get my other games censored. That's a messed up decision, even from a business perspective, for Sony to make people decide. Well, I'll get these exclusive games, but I'm going to get censored version of other games. That you're making that harder for them. Mm-hmm. So I'm like, you can do this to yourself, Sony. I mean, I don't actually want to see you go out of business, but I'm not going to cry for you. You know what I'm saying? If you do it to yourself, so.
Well, yeah, no, I mean, we need the competition right now in the market. I mean, we're having all these video game companies getting bought out. More competition is always good. Competition sparks innovation, but at the same time, you're killing yourself. In my opinion,
Dude,
the Switch censors less than Sony. The console that is targeted to kids and families has less censorship. You know what they do? They put a thing on there where you can block games of certain ratings, so you don't have to play those games if you don't want to.
Yeah, your parents can go, not for my kids.
Yeah.
But they don't censor it for adults. Well, here's the best way to put it. As I just stated, I can afford to buy extra consoles if I wanted to. I can. On my list right now, and this is not because of just my feelings with Sony. It's just because of stuff like this that I'm like, I'd probably buy a Switch first. Because unfortunately, when it comes to having exclusive games, Nintendo's the best.
I mean,
they've got Zelda and Metroid. And
I have a PC, a current gen Xbox, and a current gen Nintendo.
There you go.
I do not have current gen Sony.
PC and Xbox, and I've been eyeballing Switch because Smash is awesome. And I do like and I kind of want to play the new Zelda game that's going to be coming out. I played the other one. I borrowed a Switch just to play the other one. I'm kind of thinking, man, I just grab a Switch so I can play the next Zelda game at my leisure.
I'm hoping this next Zelda game is better than the last one. I didn't really care for the last one.
I'm sure they learned their lesson. They added a lot of stuff to fix it because that weapon durability.
When y'all come down for CoastCon, I think I'm gonna pull up the Switch and stream us all playing Smash for once, because the last time we tried to do that remote play was terrible.
Yeah. Anyway,
wait, you've been getting good. This ought to be good. Yeah, you've been training behind my back. All right, Zito's been secretly training. He's got like a secret training camp he goes to for it. Comes back with mad skills.
We're getting off the topic though of Sony censorship. So.
Sorry, man, my fight blood got up. I was like, you know me, I love a good challenge.
Thanks for watching, guys. Be sure to check out Dicejunkies.com where you can find links to everywhere we are online. Facebook, Twitter, Twitch, Instagram. We do this live show on Twitch every Sunday at 3:30, along with Blood Axe and Q, and I do some gameplay throughout the week on our Twitch channel. Check out our YouTube channel. Be sure to like, subscribe. That way you can catch some of our reviews and interviews. Of course, we're starting up cons. We're going to be going down to CoastCon here in March. So looking forward to that. If you like cons, definitely check that out. Other than that, we have CypherCon scheduled in April, so another good one to check out if you're interested in the con scene. So or you want to just see us, and we may be handing out some swag, some Dicejunkies t-shirts, stuff like that. So, all right, and as every week,
we hope you enjoy.
Just a player, just a player, just a player playing the damn game.
Oh,
you know,
Oz, unintentional surprise butt sex? Is that smooth? The surprise butt sex in Oz was a very common occurrence. Until it stopped being a surprise and it was like, butt sex. You know, like there. Does that make it better?
Yeah, it does.
We're going to call it surprise. We're canceled.